Hey fam, it's Raven your GS and thank you for locking into another Cyber Nerd show. Before we get started with the madness, if you really enjoy our shows, go ahead and subscribe on iTunes, give us a mad review and throw in a 5-star rating if you really enjoy our content and banter. It really helps more nerds finding us easier and quicker. Other than that, enjoy the show. We are live.
Guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
And right now I just need you guys to appreciate the music in the background, innit? It's about to be a madness today.
Anyway, do you know what, yeah, guys? Shout out to everyone locked in. Yeah, what? In fact, do you know what, yeah? I'm already not on the ting. I'm not on the ting. This is what happens when you hang around with Mr. Blitztech too much, yeah? Your levels start dropping.
You see,
now,
you see,
this is episode 40. Go on, Raven.
You see when it's next man running their thing, yeah, so man has bullets for them. But when it comes to their own one, yeah, man ain't ready. It's mad.
Bruv, man's on point, innit? So no one's coming at me, innit? This is episode 14 of the Cyber Nerds podcast now.
What thing?
Now, obviously, like, a lot of things have been going on in the world. We don't care about none of them. Only thing we care about right now is the DCEU and what's going on with the Man of Steel, Henry Cavill. Shout out to all the mans from the end. Shout out to Henry Cavill.
And you know what, yeah? I'm fired up today, fam. I'm angry. Bruv. You don't usually get me this angry, yeah, but I'm coming for you, man, today. All you DC Superman fans, I'm coming for you, man, today, yeah, because you, man, have pissed me off.
Bruv, man's been walking around with heat in my chest for the last 5 days over this whole scenario, fam.
And you know what? I gotta appreciate that, yeah, because I only picked up that heat like 2 days later after that, bruv. And man is heated, bruv. And bruv, how can I be heated for Superman when I don't even like Superman?
Because it's not about Superman, though.
This is how you know. It's
about
too
your boy
much.
being X. That's why.
It's too much. It's too much.
Henry Cavill getting X like that. It's not right.
It's not just Henry Cavill. Yes, it's about him, but it's about DC. It's about these wasteman fans that are out there just destroying things. And obviously DC listen to the man in it. But we're gonna get to that.
The thing, do you know what? Yeah, it's like, guys, like, this is not gonna be like the average podcast, isn't it? Like, we've got guidelines, but realistically, I just want to talk about this whole scenario in it because I feel like this whole DCE universe has, like, if it weren't out of control before, this has hit the fan. Like I've never seen a universe
am I
melt.
gonna have to bleep that,
bro? That you can, bleep it. But like, it's out of control. Like, I've not seen a universe that is actively going melt down like this
for sure.
Ever. It is mad.
For sure. And so are we ready to jump in?
I'm gonna jump in now. All right. So basically, last week or a couple days ago, it was kind of announced that Henry Cavill will no longer be Superman. Now, I got the report in it. Relax. I got a little report.
Can't relax.
And I'm just I'm gonna read out a little bit now, guys. Like, I'm just gonna say, like, I think at this point right now, like, nothing's been confirmed. They haven't 100% said Henry Cavill's out or not. But to me, all of that stuff is irrelevant, innit? Because this, like, we shouldn't even be where we're at right now. This scenario, like, this shouldn't be news.
Bruv, and the fact that they haven't come out with a statement says a lot of things.
They haven't come out with a statement saying this is not happening. Right. They've just come out and with a. Let me read the thing anyway. All right, so THR, the Hollywood Reporter, reported that Henry Cavill's parting of ways seems to have come down to contract negotiations. The actor was in talks to shoot a cameo in the upcoming Shazam, but negotiations between Cavill's reps and Warner Brothers broke down, and the studios have now shifted its focus. I don't want to get down to the rest of the part, but basically, so the Hollywood Reporter reported that. Then one of Henry Cavill's reps came out and said, guys, don't worry, the cape's still in Henry Cavill's closet. Yeah. Then Henry Cavill jumped on Instagram and did like a little, it was a very cryptic post, but it was him. He was wearing a Krypton shirt and he had a Man of Steel toy and he kind of put it up in the air and then brought it back down. Didn't really say nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's just a lot of smoke going on right now. Like, there's a lot of smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire in it. So what, like, I just want to go around general thoughts on Henry Cavill no longer being Superman. Like, I'm starting with Mr. Blitztech too.
Yeah, go on.
Let's go.
I don't know, I just really did come out of the blue because obviously days before this even happened, like it had been announced that he was going to start in the whole Witcher Netflix TV series.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone was like ranting and raving about that, saying how good of a move that was, this, that, and the other. And then a couple of days later after that, then it was like, oh, Henry Cavill might be out because of
scheduling issues.
Yeah, scheduling issues. I was like, okay, cool. But then that could be surely worked around because that's a TV series. He's going to do a cameo in Shazam. There's not really a Man of Steel 2 at the moment. He's not going to be in Wonder Woman 84. So what's the scheduling issues for? Like, I'm pretty sure they could work around all that other madness. And then suddenly now they're saying, like, he might not even be Superman anymore. Like, what's the real problem here? Because no one's really saying anything, really, isn't it? And it's just a bit of a dumb move if he's been X'd because now he's moving towards The Witcher.
I want to add some context to what you're saying. So basically, it was reported, like you said, that he was going to be starring as the main character in the Witcher Netflix series. Mm-hmm. But what I heard was, or what some of the reports have been saying, is that he took that role when Warner Brothers made him aware that there's not a Man of Steel 2 movie coming anytime soon.
There you go.
But they wanted him to cameo in Shazam.
Boo.
Now, if I'm Henry Cavill, I'm pissed right now. I'm major heated. Like, I come into Warner Brothers and you man are like, you want me to cameo in Shazam, but I'm not getting my own movie for another 2-3 years. At best, yeah, it's beef. Do you know why it's beef? Because I'm the Iron Man of this universe and you're disrespecting, man. I started off Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a lit movie, fam. Lit. Broken Sofa. 5 out of 5 on the Cyber Nerds website, fam. 30. Like, all the fans mad about that. Whatever. Shut your mouth. You're an idiot. You get me? Then you hijack his sequel and throw Ben Affleck's Batman in there. Mm-hmm. Then you kill him off in the movie that's supposed to be sequel. Then you bring him back in Justice League with 4 lines and it's just garbage and a CGI'd mustache, fam. And then you're firing your Batman. Like, just the level of disrespect, not just on Henry Cavill, just on how they're treating these characters, to me, is mad. Raven.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you guys where I'm at with this whole situation. So I'm not really into this whole like news and everything like that. I'd rather just watch movies, wait for the content to be out, and just watch the movies and that. But nevertheless, so the way I started getting heated with this whole news, the way the news got to me and everything else was that watching Batman v Superman. And funny enough, I was talking to you guys on WhatsApp, but it gets to halfway through the movie where I'm like, yep, I'm not watching anything else from here. Fast forward, I'm watching now Man of Steel. And I'm just like, now things starting to sink in because I'm like, you guys have created a masterpiece, right? This is an intro of Superman into this whole comic book movie era, right? Which Marvel has kind of like, leading all the way in. So you come in strong, right? Then you get some sort of backlash, and now you're alternating. Not even the backlash, the fans, I don't know for what reason, you guys just went nuts. And because of that, you have now let go of something so great. And I'm going to put it over here. In 10 years from now, you guys going to watch this movie and be like, yo, this movie bangs, right? Now, moving on. Now I'm like, this whole thing started with a reaction of the fans, right? And you let that cast aside a project which we don't know how great would have been with the next sequel, yeah? So now I'm like, I am vexed because I'm like, you've just let go something so great. And I'm going to keep repeating, you've let this project, this Man of Steel project go. Now, you get rid of, there's no Man of Steel. You bring in Batman v Superman, which you tried to make up for it by throwing a gimmick, which was Batman's name in it. Half of the movie, literally, guys, if you literally go to the half point of the movie timeline, watch the first half and then watch the second half. It's a completely different movie, right? Which throws this whole thing disarray. And then let's not get to Justice League, which is completely BS. So if I'm Henry Cavill, I am out, right? And I know we got more to add to that later on, which I'm not going to touch, but this is just is absurd. disrespectful to Henry Cavill as an actor, disrespectful to Superman as a character. And even though I don't like the guy, but I'm a comic books fan. So to me, I always want the best content out there, whether it's Marvel or DC, whether it's Batman or Superman or any characters that I actually love. You know what I'm saying? So this to me is dead. Nothing much I can add to that up to this point.
Like, one of the next things that is really interesting to me in it is because this whole scenario has had me out here doing like the most research on just like comic book movies and stuff like that. Yeah. And one thing that I stumbled across was like the Batman Begins came out in, I think, 2008. Yeah, Sam, let me get a fact check on that, please. I appreciate that. Get me. In fact, excuse me, now I got it already. Batman Begins comes in 2005. I fact check myself, guys. You get me? I do it all. Knows. Batman Begins comes out 2005. It's got, I think, about a 70 or 80 on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that the rating's even important, yeah, but it had a budget of 150. Gone 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is good. Do you know what I'm saying? But it had a budget of $150 million, yeah. Box office 375 million, yeah. That is Batman Begins in 2005. So I'm like, that's a Batman movie bringing in less than 400 million worldwide. Now,
that was at the time, though.
No. That's 2005. That's not that long ago.
Yeah, but 2005, we weren't talking about a billion.
I'm not. No, bro. This has got nothing to do with billions. I'm not getting to billions yet. I'm not getting into that stuff. Yeah, that's in 2005. Less than 400 million. Yeah. All right. Cool. The sequel, The Dark Knight, drops in 2008. 3 years later. Budget of 185 million. Still in that area you're talking about, yeah? Yeah? $1 billion.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to run this back because I know some of you aren't up on this, yeah? The previous movie, 3 years earlier, 375 million. The sequel to that movie, $1 billion. That is an increase of $700 million. Now, when they made that movie, The Dark Knight, do you think that's what they was going to get at the box office?
Hell no.
But do you know what that is? That's when you make a good movie in Batman Begins, yeah? And lots of people go and watch it. Probably lots of diehard fans go and watch it over and over again. You get to around that 400 billion, you know what I'm saying? Because it says Batman in the title, they're going as well. Right. But then you go again and you're like, all right, this is what we did with Batman Begins. We can do even better with The Dark Knight. Right. And then, like, you see what Christopher Nolan does with that movie, takes the gloves off. He gets real deep into Batman lore. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That brings in $1 billion. Now, when I look at Man of Steel, I'm like, yo, you was 10 years later, 2013, you're in the same scenario
as the first Batman.
You put out this movie, 255 million budget, brings in 668 million. Percentage-wise, compared to Batman Begins, it's pretty similar. Yep. It's very similar. What I'm talking about, Batman Begins brought in. I'm talking percentage-wise. Had a budget of 150 and brought in less than 400. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? And Man of Steel had a budget of 225 and brought in just under 700. Like, percentage-wise, it's the same. You're on the same path. Do you know what I'm saying? You're making double your budget. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit over. Why would you not think? And this is the next thing. The movie's not even called Superman. It doesn't have Superman in the title. It's called Man of Steel. So lots of just regular people are going to miss that. Right. You name the next movie Superman, and all the issues you've got with Man of Steel, not even all the issues, a couple issues, you correct them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't blow up a whole city. You don't have a major crater. If that's your issue or whatever, if that's your major issues, you don't do that. Why do you think that sequel wouldn't have brought in $1 billion?
They're already running scared from the ratings anyway. Like, all these critics panning the movie, making it polarized, this, that, and the other. They're already running scared from that. So, like you're saying, even though it made roughly around the same amount that Batman Begins made, and then they're going to make a sequel, if it had, like you're saying, if they got rid of the problems, then yeah, cool. It would have been a bit better. But with word of mouth, these critics saying, oh, this and that happened in the movie, and then it's getting 55% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is obviously where people go and look, then again, they're like, oh, we don't know what to do anymore.
I think it's something bigger than that, because I asked the same question, but just in a different version. You ask about the money, right? I'm asking about the art of the movie.
See,
right?
look, this is where we're gonna get deep,
right? So I'm like, if come on, I'm pretty sure the whole studio watched the movie before he went out to the public, right? Who on earth in that studio does not pick up this movie as an amazing project? You know what I'm saying? Like as a delivered movie, bruv, I don't care what critics says. Yeah. Something that's beautiful is something that's beautiful. No one can take that away from you. So I think there's something much, much bigger that happened inside DC and WB, right? Because there's no way, bruv, Christopher Nolan, who's the director? Zack Snyder, and you have Hans Zimmer on this project. Are you mad? Right? Every single one of these three guys are masterminds, right, in what they do, right? And they've given you a sick movie. So I don't care what fans are saying. I don't care what critics are saying. You, for yourself, with your own eyes, with your own ears, should, and I'm pretty sure you did when you was like, yo, this is the next level. So when you get a little bit, I think, fam, I don't know. To me, it's something bigger than that, than what was put out in the world.
See, and do you know what's deep to me, yeah? I like Sam's point about the critics, yeah? But critics don't make movies, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And think about this. You just released a Superman movie. You make damn near $700 million, and the critics said it was whack. You are in the best position ever.
To make even double
You are in the best position ever. We dropped the next movie called Superman, Man of Tomorrow, change the issues with the movie. It's a $1.5 billion. It's $1.5 billion with 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. They're throwing you a softball. They're throwing you a softball saying, yo, you can hit, you can hit this thing right here, fam, because it makes no sense. Like, and then this is the issue with WB. They get Man of Steel back. We got a 55 rating on Rotten Tomatoes. We're done. Well, do you know what made $1 billion? 5 years ago, Batman did. Throw him in there. That was the biggest mistake they ever made. It was the biggest mistake. Do you know what I'm saying? Because all they had to do, make Man of Steel 2. And this is a win-win for them. You make Man of Steel 2. If it's great, it's great. You're winning. If it's bad, the next movie you release is a solo Batman movie.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So then you just shift the focus from Man of Steel into what you think is your bread and butter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the route they should have taken if they were scared, if they want to be reactionary. But they went so reactionary to, well, the only thing better than Batman, Superman is Batman, and that was the mistake, fam. Right. That was the mistake.
You know, even if they thought some type of, okay, we've made all this money, but at the same time we care about the fans and we want to deliver what's best, that makes us happy, makes everybody happy. And you came out with Batman v Superman. Yeah? Let's say, for example, you actually went with that. Now, my question is, right, based on my understanding of this movie, based on the psychology of Batman coming in, right, with the introduction of, the red capes, right, is that what happened for this movie to be split? Because the first half of Batman v Superman is sick. It is sick, and it might have taken, maybe because I didn't watch it like this, maybe I was super focused this time around watching it, but I was like, man, in Bruce's place, like, he's shook, fam. Man is shook and is willing to do everything, to the point man stop branding people, man stop moving different directions the way he usually moves, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and that is so sick. And you can have those two, but then when you start throwing in Zod's body to create Doomsday and stuff like that, bro, you didn't even have to bring Gal Gadot. You might have bought Gal Gadot just as Gal Gadot, you know what I'm saying, just Princess Diana, and she's just there without Wonder Woman. But that movie should have stayed between those two guys.
Yeah, see, but and you're asking what was the issue, fam? The issue was from the jump. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. That's the name of that movie, and that's everything. That is everything that's wrong with the movie. Yeah.
And you know why that movie existed?
Go on.
Because Nolan jumped ship, innit? Basically, like, I don't know where it was in the timeline where I don't know if Man of Steel 2 was going to happen or not. Because I'm pretty sure it was confirmed. It's like,
it was confirmed, yeah.
We're going to make a Man of Steel 2. But I'm pretty sure also at the same time, most people that were on that team left. And one of the people who made that masterpiece was Nolan. He was no longer a part of the DC project. Like, that was his last DC film. And when you think about it, if you're getting a 55 already, Nolan's ducking out, are you confident in yourself anymore? You think you could get that 80%, you know, that story going? Like, I don't think so, because the problems with Man of Steel, I don't think that's the problem with Nolan, is it? Like, all the destruction that happened, maybe the story that went a bit sideways, that's not Nolan's.
Go on.
The person who wrote it was Goya, and you know how I feel about Goya as well. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? F all that, bruv. F all the destruction, because, bruv, we are talking about gods fighting in a city with skyscrapers, tall buildings. What do you think is going to happen when one of them man gets slapped up?
Bruv, do you know?
We understand that.
No. See,
I don't get why we're so caught up with this destruction and. That's what's gonna happen, bruv. When you bring in giants fighting amongst ants.
I'm so icy for this whole destruction thing, yeah? Because no one talks about the Avengers destroying half of New York and then going eating shawarma, fam.
Bruv.
Are you mad, bruv?
Boy,
Are you mad? These man, the city is mangled, fam. There's Chitauri aliens laying on top of buildings. They do a wide shot of that, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And then these men are in... These men are in the local kebab shop eating shawarma, and no one says a word. It's mad, bruv. Don't talk to me about nothing.
And don't forget Age of Ultron too,
bruv. Yeah,
that's
bruv. You see, I don't want to get there. I'm
worse.
just gonna stay on Avengers because it's like I'm not bashing the Avengers or bashing DC, but bruv, don't be bringing up one on one and then not bringing it up in the other. Like, Superman killed someone. Iron Man is out there massacring man. He's not just massacring man. His weapons are massacring civilians. His weapons are massacring himself. Do you know what I'm saying? So
isn't
what
that
are
building in Nigeria?
Fam?
Hey.
What are we talking about, fam? So I don't understand how it's cool in one side and not cool in the other. But it just comes back to DC, innit? It just comes back all the way to DC and these lot moving mad bookie, fam. Like,
yeah, you know what? If the day we don't have a Superman, you got yourself to blame for. You got the fans to blame for. I'm firstly gonna blame the fans. Then I'm gonna blame DC and WB for reacting to that, because you had no business in messing up with a project. Listen, I watched this movie like 3 times in the past 2 days, and I'm just like, yo, man, how can we mistreat everything about this movie, everything about this project? You know what I'm saying? Like, it rages me, man. Like, bro, I'm not even this. Why am I over here defending Superman? I don't even care about that guy, fam.
Bro, do you know what's... Look, my issue with you, Raven, is, yeah, you're going at the fans first. Do you know what? Bruv, it's not the fans, bruv. It's not the fans, Raven.
Listen,
if man puts out a piece of art, if Van Gogh puts a piece of art on the wall and someone comes there and spits on the floor in front of it, fam, that thing on the wall is still a piece of art, bruv.
Yeah.
If Van Gogh then changes his style because that one person spat on the ground, fam, it's his eye. He's the idiot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why it's all WB, bruv. I don't blame the fans. I blame WB, fam.
I gotta blame these mother chores first, fam.
Bruv.
Why
I gotta blame them, bro.
They don't make the movies.
Bruv, WB needs to stay out of Reddit, fam. They need to stay away
Reddit, you know?
bruv, because they're in there,
Smokes.
bruv. They're in there. They're in there.
I know
they're
they're
in
in there.
Reddit. They're on Twitter. Stay out of these hashtags, boycott DC, and then listen to everything.
The Cybernerds HQ, fam.
Bruv, these men are out here listening to some nonsense, bruv. Look, guys, I want to try and move on. What last things on just Henry Cavill being out as Superman. Like, obviously, all 3 of us are against that.
Yeah, I'm against it, but you know what? It's good for him. Be out, fam. Be out. They're mistreating you. Like they're not valuing you who you are. So be out, and they're not valuing the character itself.
All right. So after this year, so obviously this whole I was gonna swear again in it, but I don't want you to have to beep it in it. So after all that nonsense happened, yeah. So then this rumor comes out. Now, if I was not heated already, this thing here put me on 20 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Have mercy.
Rumors, yeah, that Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger himself, young Adonis Creed, is being rumored to potentially be the next Superman.
Oh my god!
Now I'm about to have a heart aneurysm right now, fam.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. I don't even know how to start this thing, bruv.
No. I'll start it.
Yeah,
no is the answer.
Yeah, man don't need no black Superman right now.
No, bruv, listen, look. I don't want... Firstly, I don't even want to get onto the black Superman thing yet.
Yeah, because I already know where they're going with this.
Yeah, bruv. Reverse the thing, bruv. I don't want to get to the black Superman thing yet. But firstly, like... Michael B. Jordan is a hell of an actor, fam. Man loves Michael B. Jordan, fam. Get me? Man's got mad love for him, fam. Murders all his roles, fam.
Way back when to the Wire days.
But this is like Superman. That's not you, fam. That's not you, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, if you're Michael B. Jordan, I'll understand if you're gonna say yes to that role, because who doesn't want to be Superman? Who doesn't want to get that Superman paycheck?
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, like,
no, don't do it to yourself,
bruv. You don't want to be part. Firstly, look at the company that's trying to stunt cast you right now, saying like, oh well, the Superman we got right now is not working. Let's throw a black dude in there and see if we can hit those Black Panther numbers on some trying to live off the diversity hype right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but from the stuff I've seen from Michael B. Jordan and just who he is, like, I know, like, to me he's not Superman, innit?
Mr. Ballistic.
It's funny you should talk about Warner Brothers trying to say they're trying to stunt cast Michael B. Jordan and all this nonsense, because they released a statement saying that they're announcing a new program to increase diversity and inclusion on both sides of the camera. So it's like, why would you need to announce something like that? Why don't you just do it?
Because I'll tell you why. Because we're living in an era where everything's got to be announced.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, and I'll go even deeper, bruv. I mean, this whole thing with Nike too. This whole thing with Nike, bruv, is everything, bruv. If it's trending, we're jumping on it. You know what I'm saying, bruv? And this stuff like this, I'm not on in it, because with this whole that, bruv, when no one, when it wasn't trending, when it wasn't being spoken about, where were you? Was you advocating for the diversity, whether it was different races or gender? No. So stay in your lane, bro. That's why I don't buy into all of them things. There.
It's mad. You know what? Yeah, we're already there, innit? We're only on the topic, like, realistically, of like, do you want a black Superman? Yeah, but I've got so many issues with this, innit? But I know how DC works, but you can just imagine, like, in that WB office, yeah. They're still over there with a microscope on Marvel. Like, how do we copy what they're doing? And they're like, well, Superman's not working for us, but Marvel just had a movie called Black Panther of a C-list character that was black that brought in over $1 billion. How can we do that?
Well, for starters, you don't bring in a black Superman.
But I guess someone would. I definitely believe someone in that office would throw it on the table. Well, what if we made Superman black?
Bruv,
like, then everyone who went to go watch Black Panther, they'd go and watch this, bruv. I'm telling you, I just know that was a conversation that was had in that office, bruv. I just know it, fam.
Man's got their office bugged, fam.
Bruv, and to me, that is madness, bruv.
Yeah,
it's madness.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, listen, there's only one. There isn't, because first, you've said already, like, there's no way you're gonna go into this house that is full of madness. Like, right now, Michael B. Jordan, everything you're touching is gold. You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself in a situation where it's out of your control? You know what I'm saying? Now, bruv, like, this, I can sit here and say, yo, the only way Michael B. Jordan will jump in as a Superman if it does John Steele. But even then, I'll be like, but why would you want to do that? Why would you put yourself in that situation? Even if that was the approach, right? All right, cool. Let's do John Steele, right? And you go, okay, where do we go from there? And then what do we do with this project? And then there's so many questions, just questioning, you know, WB and DC, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, thank you, but no, thank you.
See, like, bruv, it's just mad when you think about it, innit? Like, I just don't know what these men are really out here trying to do. And I feel like this whole issue, and I've got to come at a couple people I watch on YouTube, innit? Because I've got a couple issues with just some of the podcasts I watch and some of certain people's take on this whole scenario. Get me? Not calling no one out, innit? But like, I've heard that, Superman's an alien.
Yeah.
He can be any color. Cool. I hear that. No, bruv. Legitimate argument.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He's from Krypton. He could be any color. True. But Superman lands in Kansas.
Yeah.
Is named Clark Joseph Kent.
Yeah.
And has 2 Caucasian parents.
Smart.
Now, I start thinking about this. All right, so Superman's black. Does he still land in Kansas?
I mean, he can land in Kansas unless Angelina Jolie and Thing want to adopt him. Yeah, and Brad Pitt want to adopt him. Then I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that story.
I've got more questions.
Oh, Madonna.
Does he land in Kansas? All right, so he lands in Kansas. Are Jonathan and Martha Kent now black? So you know what I'm saying? Like,
these are questions that need answers.
These are questions. So he gets adopted by this black family who live in Kansas and on a farm, and then everything else is the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Can we rewind it back a little bit?
Go ahead.
So obviously, if we're gonna cast Michael B. Jordan, go all the way back to Krypton. How much of that race?
No, everyone's black on Krypton.
Everyone's black on race in Krypton now.
I mean, when we were they're aliens.
I mean,
they're aliens.
So we can't have. There's no mix. There's no blue.
I mean, it could be, bruv. Listen, the thing is,
what I'm trying to say.
So are we going into Martian Manhunter territory?
That's what I'm trying to say as well, because he's green.
He's
most
green,
of the time,
but that man can do them things there.
Yeah, but he's a shapeshifter, innit?
Yeah.
So and this is the next thing. This is another idea I had. I said, well, in the diversity world we're living in, and the world we're living in, where white parents adopt black kids, black parents adopt Asian kids or yellow kids or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I ain't seen that.
What about if Black Kal-El lands in Kansas and Jonathan and Martha Kent find him and they're still white? So we've got these 2 Caucasian parents finding this alien African American child or a Kryptonian kid who just has black skin, and now they're raising him.
Well, hold on. So let me see if I can remember this thing straight. So Martha can't have kids, right?
She can't have kids.
So what was the explanation? I can't remember now. What was the explanation they gave to the town when they found thing? I've seen them already somewhere. I don't know if it was Smallville or something like that.
I don't know either. I thought they just said they adopted the kid.
All right, cool. So now, let's go with that then. They adopted the kid. Well, I'm pretty sure they had some sort of excuse and stuff like that. But all right, cool. Speak, so well, the question is, when did you leave Kansas to go to Africa?
Bruv, listen,
you're gonna buy a ticket, yeah? Is that the blue?
So then there's that, but then it's like, if you're gonna go black, like if you're gonna go with a black Superman, like, are you changing more than that? Are we going like Red Sunish? Go on. What's the fact check? Fact check.
I'm fact checking.
Oh, you still are? Yeah, all right, cool. Sorry, I thought you had the answer.
I thought you have to, because of isn't that on war?
So in Red Sun, he lands in Russia. Yeah. So you switch the story up, yeah, and he lands where? I don't know, in Compton, yeah. So spaceship crashes.
Did man just say Compton?
Yeah, I said Compton because I'm thinking of an area in America that is high. Do you know what I'm saying? High African American.
It's about to get bad right now.
So bro, shout out to everyone in LA, innit? You get me? So now he gets found by 2 black parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent, but from Compton. So now you got Black Superman coming up in the hood. Is that the
holy smoke?
Wait. You got to go back a little bit.
Wow, go on.
Wait. So switch up the names a little bit, bro.
Jonathan and Martha.
Bro, there's no way.
No, because if he's no. See, we're talking about Superman. The character of Superman's name is Clark Joseph Kent.
Yeah.
If you change his name, he's no longer that person. Therefore, we're dealing with a different character. Yeah, so his parents must still be called Jonathan and Martha Kent. Yeah, in Compton. In Compton, you're gonna find
in Compton.
Jonathan and Martha.
Jonathan
and Martha Kent in Compton.
You're gonna find them.
Why not?
I don't know if in real life, but you know what I'm saying, in the new DCEU, we might.
It might, yeah. Smart.
I feel like there is just too many issues to deal with trying to make this whole Black Superman. And nextly, just me personally, as a black guy, Superman to me is white. Do you know what I'm saying? He's an alien. Yeah, he's Kryptonian, but he's a white dude. And now I know someone's going to jump in the comment section and be like, well, what about James Bond? I've got a different take on James Bond because James Bond's a whole different entity. To me, James Bond, like all the James Bond movies, unless it's played by the same actor, I believe it's actually a different man who is just hired by MI6 and has the moniker of 007.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like anyone legitly can be 007 as long as you're British and you work for the MI6. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you watch, I can't remember, what is it? The Pierce Brosnan one with 006.
Right, exactly.
What's that? GoldenEye.
With Pierce Brosnan, it's GoldenEye.
Yeah, it's
right?
GoldenEye.
It's
Yeah.
GoldenEye. And, GoldenEye and
I think it's only in that
Night Sighting or something.
No, so anyway, yeah, fact check that for me. But I'm pretty sure in GoldenEye, his teammate, 006, is called Alec, yeah? He's another 00 agent, and he dies in that movie. And they replace him with another 006. So, anytime to me, they change actor in in James Bond, I always perceive that the last dude died. You got a new James Bond in. Yeah. And that explains Daniel Craig. Like, when they're like, oh, Daniel Craig's, they've rebooted. They've not rebooted, fam. This is just a new 007, and we just started from the beginning with his training. Do you know what I'm saying? In Casino Royale. And the difference with Superman is always the same dude. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad, bruv. And this ain't the kind of thing you want to do. Like, you can go Idris for James Bond, but you can't go Michael B for Superman. There's no way.
2018, this is where we're at with DC. I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is DC tied in with WB when it comes to these movies?
Fam, all that. Yeah. Look, WB, guys, Raven doesn't stay up on the movie production side of stuff, innit? Like, I'm just gonna put that disclaimer out there. Just
no, you don't need to put disclaimer, bro.
No, not like a bad disclaimer. But do you know what I'm saying? Because you're asking a question, I don't want them to think that we don't know the answer.
Well, then you should be watching the Cyber Nerds and know what I'm about, innit?
Yeah, true. So WB owns DC.
Yeah, I do know that much.
So it's not like Marvel. Marvel make decisions in the movies,
right,
and they get, like, let's say, okayed by Disney. Disney aren't, do this, do that, do that.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. Okay, because obviously based on what you just said. But, like, yeah, they own them, right? But what I mean is that, isn't there something that kind of be like, yeah, you man own us.
No. WB don't have that. WB don't have that separation. Like Marvel work in a different building. Do you know what I'm saying? There's that degree of separation. All Disney's doing is signing off.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's not what's going on in WB. The same dude who's making the decisions on Fantastic Beasts and where to find them is the same dude who's dealing with DC. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's where we have a problem.
Bruv, listen.
That's a huge problem, because you need to separate these projects. You need to let them be who they are. And what's crazy to me, and I still haven't grasped till today, but it's like DC has amazing comic writers, right? And why are we struggling? DC, you should not be struggling. You have no reason to struggle. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're struggling now because of the position you put yourself in, but you just have no reason. Like, come on, like, you can go down the street in LA and you'll find some sick nerds who lay out some sick projects for you, and they'll probably do it for free as well, and you still come out with a good movie. So why would you, with a whole team, whole production studio, and whatnot, we're here today talking about this nonsense? It's ridiculous.
Bro, it's mad anyway. So, like, look, I wanna keep going on this thing, innit? So, like, all right, so just I just want to just round up this last little part, innit?
Man, just
so
last.
Geek Sensei, how do you want a black Superman?
9. I don't want right now. The only thing I want is DC to get their act together.
Mr. Blitztech.
No, it makes little sense to change now. 305, it doesn't matter. There's no reason for a black Superman. Like, what are you trying to do right now?
Yeah, I'm not on it as well. But, like, I just think it's a madness, innit? Do you know what? Like, obviously, for anyone who's just listening on podcasts, we are 3 black guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Obviously, we've got English accents. Do you know what I'm saying? So you might not think, but we are. I just want to put that out there for everyone.
Fam, how are you going to be listening to the podcast and not know that?
But I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Blind people might be listening to the podcast.
Listen. Wherever color, wherever you're from, whether you're alien or not, fam, if you listen to the podcast, you should be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, our website. You should be deep on our website. As a matter of fact, you should be a member of our website. Jump into them forums things there, fam.
Alright. The plot thickens even more.
As usual.
So obviously, after this whole Michael B. Jordan fiasco, like, it kind of gets not announced, but they kind of allude to the new focus in the Superman family genre, that they want to focus more on Supergirl.
Oh my lord!
Instead of Superman.
Yep. Let's do that.
And obviously, like, I think they alluded to starting where, like, Kara L is, like, young, leaving Krypton, and that would put Clark Kent as a baby. So obviously, Henry Cavill won't be playing that character.
Right, and that's a movie.
This is supposed to be, like, what they want to focus on a Supergirl movie.
Jesus Christ!
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Are they going to CG Henry Cavill's face onto the baby? Because they did it with the mustache and just wasted bare money. So I don't know if WB on that kind of thing.
Trolling on 100, fam.
You know.
No,
you know what? You never know with these men, fam.
I got so much issues with this that it's mad, fam. And you know, like,
go on in.
One of my issues stems with, you know, Supergirl could already be in this DCEU universe.
Unity.
Now, when you've got, and this is, man, don't show Zack Snyder enough respect, fam.
Oh.
Man are out here disrespecting Zack Snyder on 1,000, yeah? In Man of Steel, when Henry Cavill walks into the pod room on a ship for the first time, there's an open container.
Yep.
Zack Snyder put that in the movie. The precedent for Supergirl to be in this universe is there.
Foreshadowing.
It's there. That and that is what Marvel does. Marvel takes something that someone, just a loose end that Marvel left open, like Red Skull in Captain America 1. Is he dead? Is he alive? And they come back to it 10 years later. DC, you're missing it, fam. All you man had to do, or all you could do in the next movie, whatever the next movie is, you make Man of Steel 2, still. Like, after Justice League, after Wonder Woman 2 comes out, you make Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill. Teenage girl shows up. Or, you know, in the animated movie of what is it, Superman 1? Or is it Supergirl? What's it called? With Darkseid. What's that called? Doom. Is it called Doom?
No, that's the one.
animation movie?
That's Justice League Doom.
Justice League Doom?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Which one? Yeah, which one's got Darkseid in it?
Are you talking about the movie?
Yeah,
animated movie.
The animated movie. Yeah, it should be Doom, no?
Is it Doom?
I'm pretty sure it's Doom. The one where Supergirl and Superman fight Darkseid. So basically, in that movie, what happens? There's a disturbance, yeah? Superman gets called to a disturbance.
Yeah.
And it's Kal-El.
No, Superman Unbound.
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
But she's in it.
Let me see that.
Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
There you go. That's it. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. In that animated movie, so what happens is, Supergirl shows up and she's destroying everything. She's just got on Earth. She doesn't have to control her powers. So in Man of Steel 2, you start off in the first 15 minutes, yeah? There's a disturbance in Metropolis. They get Superman. Superman shows up. And it's her. Man's like, what? You're Kryptonian. You've got all the same powers as me. And just like in the animated movie, she's talking Kryptonian. He don't understand.
Yeah, because she hasn't learned it yet.
He takes her to the ship. She's like, what? I've been here before. This is where I was. When when the spaceship was trapped in Kansas in Man of Steel and it breaks out the snow. All you gotta say is she was in the pod, she broke out, she got out of the pod and tried to leave. She got frozen in the ice because she'd just been on Earth.
Right.
Hadn't drank up the radiation. Her powers hadn't kicked in yet. Then she got stuck there through all of the scenes of Batman vs Superman, Justice League. But when that stuff at the end of Justice League happens, all that terraforming, she broke out.
Plausible.
Done. Then that Man of Steel 2 movie is now Man of Steel 2, but it's low-key him training Supergirl.
Right.
Then you do your Supergirl spin-off, innit? If you want to go that way. Bruv, I'd rather Man of Steel 2 on its own, but if that's how you want to introduce Supergirl, you can do it with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, remember when I told you this afternoon, right, when you walked in here, I said, there is so many ways they can take from this, simply because Zack Snyder has left door opens. Man left doors, windows, everything you can think of, you can get through. He left it there, bro. Even in Batman v Superman,
Yeah.
so many pathways you can take from there. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with this movie. There's so many pathways you can go from here, bro. And I still gonna ask, how do you get this wrong? Like, man, it's not like man just told one story. Man told a story, but just had so many pathways to do whatever, and we're still. It's like they're blind or something, bruv. I don't know, but and like I said, it pisses me off, bruv. Simply because it's like, yo, I'm speechless. Like, it's dumb, man.
They are blind because they got no direction in it. They're literally throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. How do you go from Man of Steel, saying Batman vs Superman, Justice League, we're Xing Henry Cavill, let's make a Supergirl movie? Okay, why don't we just stick with Superman?
And then why Supergirl now?
Yeah, why not?
Obviously, you know why? Captain Marvel's dropping in March.
Oh,
We got to fast track our own blonde superhero who's the strongest in the universe, because Marvel are doing it, even though Marvel took 12 years and did it correctly. Do you know what's mad about Captain Marvel? Yeah, watching one show. Do you know? I was watching. I think it was Collider, innit? I got to shout these man out, innit? Like, bruv, these man come with the heat.
No,
innit?
man stays in
And
Collider.
I think it was Christian Harloff.
Yeah,
came with an opinion.
man, like Christian. And
He said he knows nothing about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, most people don't.
yeah, so that's
But he said what Marvel did in a 10-second scene at the end of Infinity War
hey.
made Captain Marvel the most important character in the universe, and everyone knows it.
Yep.
Never heard of her, never seen her,
face.
never picked up a comic book. Do you know what they did? A man dropped a pager and it had a logo on it.
That's it.
Said and done.
The definition of peppering the ting. That is it. That is it there. But no, this is what DC want to do. We're going to scrap our best superhero, our biggest and most recognizable superhero, and we're just going to introduce his little cousin.
When has that ever worked? I've never really seen you get rid of the big one and be like, we're getting the little sister, the little brother, or the little cousin.
And do you know what's mad to me, yeah? Watching Man of Steel today, I'm thinking, imagine if we got a movie where like Clark was just a kid. Like, you know the scenes in that movie?
Yep.
Amazing.
They were so sick.
Yep.
And even we just done a review and I was talking about how Jonathan Kent's struggle to guide Clark is mad. Mm-hmm. But then, imagine what they could do with a Superman Supergirl movie where Clark is the Jonathan Kent to Kara's young Kryptonian on Earth can't control their powers. Mm-hmm. That's the trilogy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you had did a Man of Steel 2, doing a Man of Steel 3 with that happening, and then killing Superman, and having Kal-El take the mantle after that, that is how you do the thing. But these man are, I don't know what they're on, bruv. Like, it's mad. Like, bruv, these man have got 75, 80 years of comic books on tap to them.
Bruv.
And they can't make 3 Superman movies.
No, well, they made one. They made one. It was great. It was amazing. Got 5 out of 5 on our review. But I don't know. Like this, I keep trying to find ways to express, ways to try to understand why things are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we just, like whenever we mention something, okay, here's another option, here's another option, here's another option, and yo, you might need to bug our office or something, man, and because you need help. You need help to get these things done, and it's a sad day for the fans.
But you know what? Yeah, like, I just want to know what it really is. Like, what's really going on over there? Like,
absolutely.
Because, like, are the creatives not Do they not have the stories? Or are the suits shutting the creatives down, fam?
It must be the suits.
Well,
They just want money, innit?
I hear that.
This is why I asked that question earlier on. Is that someone needs to say, "Yo, leave us be. Let us make these movies. Who then will bring you the ones, and you'll be all right." You're a business person, right? You deal with the business side of things. You deal with the marketing, all them things there. Yeah. Let us worry with the creative side and the production and the creating these movies. That is it. That is it, and that's why I asked that question earlier on about if there's this thing that they can just kind of like be on their own little space. Because right now, I just want to sit down with Zack Snyder and ask, yo, fam, Wagwan, let me know what happened, because it just doesn't make sense.
Listen, now let me tell you why I'm starting to question whether it's the suits of the creators, yeah. Because you look at the Harry Potter franchise. That didn't look like suit interferences, fam.
No.
Bruv, that's 7 movies, fam.
Yeah.
Or 8 movies. Bangs. Do you know what I'm saying? The Hobbit series.
Never watched it.
Well, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series. Like, that's 6 movies, fam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel suit interference over here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, these men have got franchises, fam.
Yeah, but
like,
that's but
like, bruv, what?
Listen,
they've got franchises that they're not destroying, fam. Look at the Nolan trilogy, fam.
Bruv, the numbers, and again, I'm gonna point to the critics because that's what they look at. Tally up. If it's from number 1 and it gets, I don't know, let's say it's 75 and above, then you'll be like, all right, cool, we'll let you do the next one. But as soon as you get that, critics don't know anymore, you're getting 55%. It's polarizing. We don't know what we're going to do here. The next sequel, they're thinking we might lose money. It's now a risk. We got to step in and do, I don't know, like you're saying, a gimmick. Just bring in Batman. You know, he did $1 billion some years back. Just bring in Wonder Woman as well. She's like the Trinity, sorry. So, like, the woman's going to love her. Everyone loves Wonder Woman, right? So then, obviously, you just keep spinning off things. You get, just keep throwing stuff at the wall. You don't know what's going to stick until it does. And then when it makes the money, then, okay, we're wrong with that now. That's why Wonder Woman's got a sequel before Man of Steel.
This is Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight. And if you can hear this message, you found the Cyber Nerds. May the Force be with you.
Yeah, that movie's trash, fam.
It made money. Critics loved it.
But you know what? 10 years from now, you're going to look at that movie.
Bruv, 10 years from now, you're wrong. Wonder Woman 2, I think, is going to be dead. And the critics are going to kill it. Because that whole thing...
No. I'm talking about 10 years from now looking at the first movie.
Yeah, no. I know what you're saying.
And then it's going to be reversed.
No.
It's going to be reversed with Wonder Woman and Superman. Superman, like, man, this is going to be like, oh, my goodness, where have this movie has been? And then Wonder was like, whoa, why you guys been watching this movie? Like, this movie's dead, fam.
I think Wonder Woman 2 is going to be trash, yeah?
I hope it's trash.
And then people are going to look back. People are going to look back and be like, whoa, Wonder Woman 1 wasn't actually that good. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, people
need to come to a realization.
Because it's mad, especially, and I want to see how Wonder Woman 2 turns out without Zack Snyder holding Patty Jenkins' hand.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because, listen, guys, girls, whoever's listening to this, if you watch Wonder Woman 1 and you can't see Zack Snyder all over that movie, you don't know nothing about no movies. You don't know nothing about no movies. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like Patty Jenkins as a director, but I don't want to see what she can do on a. You know what I'm saying? Just doing
before this project, what was she doing? She was like a TV or something.
No, she did some stuff on TV, and she did one independent movie that I saw that I thought was super legit.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I just want to see how this turns out, because I think it's all going to be mad, and I feel like in the end, this DCEU I think is actually low key finished. Like, I think what they're trying to do now is bring out Aquaman, not getting a sequel, regardless of what happens. I'm telling you what I think. Get me? Shazam is probably not going to get a sequel, and if Shazam makes big box office money, yeah, they'll do a sequel, because
I think they'll stick with him,
because that's in a separate. This is kid family friendly. Yep. They're going a completely different way.
Get the toys.
Yeah, if they can go
merchandises.
If they can go that way with that, that will continue. Wonder Woman's gonna get a trilogy, and then they're gonna reboot. Well, they're already rebooting Batman with Matt Reeves. Yeah, he said he's doing his own trilogy in like the 80s or something, and then Joker's getting his own movie. So what happened to all of the current movies carrying on? Do you know what I'm saying? But they're saying, we don't know about Flash. Cyborg said, what's the actor's name of Cyborg?
Ray Charles.
Ray, is that? It's not Ray Charles.
Not. I'd say Ray Charles.
I must say Ray Charles.
Oh my God.
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher came out and said, he said himself, I don't think I'm getting a sequel. And they was like, why? It was like, well, it'd have to cost $200 million. And it would, because he's all CG.
Yep.
And it'd have to be all CG the movie.
Yep.
Do you think they're putting $200 million into a Cyborg movie?
When they're making mad losses.
Exactly. Instead, you know what they'll do? Make Superman black. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff. Why not, like, if you wanted to make a black superhero, Cyborg is one of the best things about Justice League.
And you know his comic book wasn't that bad.
Bruv,
his new run is not that bad. I read
stories.
it.
Bruv.
Loads of stories.
I read it.
Cyborg is a legit character, fam. Like, if
I was quite surprised with it.
Bruv, if you want to get like the black African American whatever, us people in there, yeah.
You said us people, you know.
Demographic, yeah?
Demographic, there you go. Appreciate that. I appreciate that save, innit?
Listen.
If you want to get that demographic in, why not make a character that's always been black historically, has always been loved historically, and just gives them their own movie?
But can you think of a black
Cyborg? Think about Cyborg,
Is Cyborg actually a celebrated character?
It's not that he's celebrated. He is known. He is known forever. Teen Titans. He's been into, like, think about that first Teen Titans show that came on time ago.
Yeah.
When was that first Teen Titans out? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a character that is like in everyone's faces, but everyone knows who he is. Now, all you got to do, bro, think about Black Panther. I think Cyborg was more popular than Black Panther, like 5 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? But now Black Panther's the thing. Bro, you know what it's 2018. You know what you got to do to get people interested in your movie? Drop a sick trailer.
Teen Titans first aired in 2003.
2003, fam. Bro, Black Panther ain't never had it's never been in no TV show.
Yeah, he did.
What, it came on network television?
He had which one's the one I have over here?
Bruv, you're talking about that, bruv. That's some animated movie, fam. That's not.
No, it's series. It's series there, and they've put it all together in one.
How long is that thing, bruv? Go on, Sam. Fact check that. Hey guys, if there's a Black Panther TV show, what was I watching?
I'd like to know, because wasn't he? If anything, like even the Avengers getting their own like animations and stuff, they're not really even that popular, are they?
But that's my point, fam. I feel like Cyborg, like if you did it right, you could do a Cyborg thing properly, especially with the angle. Like, think about his angle, fam. Think about like what's just going on in the pop. Like, he's an American football player. Like, you could just take it back if you want to do a prequel and do like him coming up through high school, what he had to face. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and make it like that real. Like, make it like not even like a sports movie, but you make it about that kid who had dreams of going to like a big time college. He was projected to probably go to the NFL. And all of that comes crashing down and fails, fam. And he ends up being something else he didn't want to be. And then you make that story like you compare it to like real life athletes who have an injury and their dreams and hopes are gone and they've got to get a desk job. Obviously, Cyborg's not getting a desk job, but in his mind, he can't do what he was born to do. Do you get what I'm saying, fam?
Man, he's at a desk job still.
Yeah, well, in fact, he's got the best desk job, innit?
Yeah,
he's always at the desk, fam. Desk is in his mind, fam.
For sure.
Get me? Then you bring in mad like Grid.
Oh, that would be so deep, though. They have to do that.
I'm trying to picture over here how, because everything has been like, because obviously that the whole issue with Victor would be like selling that story. Like Batman right now is just that vigilante, and you know, with that backstory, you know, of an orphan child that, you know, goes through the training and stuff like that. Then you have Superman, who's just been, I can't even pinpoint what Superman is because we only got one movie of him. Then it's like they haven't set that trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to get at is that, for example, Avengers, right? So you have like sort of like a detective movie with a Winter Soldier sort of thing.
I've got, and this is why I said you make it like a sports movie,
right?
And then think about what's going on right now in college football. All these schools getting overturned for recruiting kids illegally. No, but that's the aspect you go for.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how do you link with everything else? And going back to think like Marvel, kind of like it flows through. You know what I'm saying? Like
DC's not there, fam. DC, you've got DC all over the shop. So you make this Cyborg movie just over there on its own. I was
gonna say, make it
bruv, you just you just separate it, and then you link in that like heavy black demographic stuff with like the music. Do you know what I'm saying? That the music, you bring in like real, like, because you know football, like high prospect players,
right?
They're in a different world. Movie stars and you know all that kind of stuff.
They'll be on
like,
something different.
You bring in what's that movie called?
Any Given Sunday?
No, Ray Allen. He's got game.
Oh, he's got game.
He's got game. He's the number one prospected kid.
Is that what you're taking it?
Yeah.
Is that them brothels and things there?
Bro, I'm not. The Cybernerds do not promote brothels or any kind of illegal sexual activity buildings. I don't know what he's talking about.
Did man just say dildos?
No, I did not. Whoa. Man did not say that. I said activities. Yo. Anyway, bruv, someone please time check. Time stamp the time Raven said that word. I'm not going to repeat it. Bruv, you go along those kind of lines, fam. You link in all this stuff, bruv. You name drop Urban Myers and all these people in there. Do you know what I'm saying? You make it like that. The issue for me is the superhero aspect of it. Where do you go with that? But that's what I'm saying. You make it low budget. You make him dealing with grid or someone's trying to hack something. Do you know what I'm saying? And he ends up saving the city, but no one knows.
Oh,
one of those ones, like where it's like, doesn't climax with a big battle. It climaxes with Victor saving the city and like accepting that I'm just not that guy. I'm not that football player anymore.
I'm not in the limelight anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
not.
You switched that up.
There you go. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm this guy in the shadows who's gonna save the world, and no one's gonna know, and I'm gonna take no credit for it. Fam. Sell, bruv. In a time where every black kid feels like he has to be LeBron James, sell that story of you can be successful and no one can know who you are, and it's okay.
Well, you know what? In the era where you have to advertise everything via Instagram and them things there, that would be a good shout.
Mad. All right, cool. Look, listen. All right. That's bruv. I don't know how did we just get to pitching Cyborg movies?
Because it's not the first time we do these things for these companies that need help in it. That's what we do.
Bruv, that Cyborg movie sounded deep though. Yeah,
for sure.
Yo,
too deep. You got me visually see it in my head.
Bruv, you know what moment popped into my head? What's that movie where Hugh Jackman's a hacker? What's it? Snatch.
Nah, fish. Catfish.
Swordfish. So do you know that bit? That bit where he's on the computer and he's like, yes! At the end, when he does the thing. That's what I pictured the last scene in Cyborg being. Him screaming in front of a laptop or in front of some monitors and like just looking around and no one being there, fam. Like, that would be mad. All right, look. All right, I just want to bring this back. All right, it's just the last. We're bringing it back to like, it's the last topic issue thing. Now, obviously, one thing that I think that DC didn't encounter or think was going to happen was this backlash that happened when they announced that Henry Cavill might be out. Now, do you think because of this backlash, we will get a Man of Steel sequel get a Man of Steel sequel? Henry Cavill will continue to be Superman, and DC will change their mind about the direction they're going. Now, the reason I want to pose this question is because obviously over the last 5-6 years, DC have been incredibly reactionary. So now after hearing all of this nonsense that we need Cavill, people are going to boycott, all this and that, do you think they'll be like, look, we should actually just be putting out a Man of 2 sequel, or do you think they're going to stay the course?
I think this is the one where they'll actually not listen and go the opposite way, fam. I'm telling you, there's something about these guys that what's right, they literally run to the opposite side, and I don't think so. And and it's not just them. I think now Henry Cavill also it should be fed up. So now I'm thinking it's not just down to them. It's gonna be other side, and I don't see that happening. Sadly.
So you're saying no Man of Steel sequel with Cavill?
Nope.
They're not changing their mind.
Nope.
They're gonna ignore the backlash.
Yep.
Blitztech.
I don't know. I just think there's big EOs back in the office, isn't it? Like they call the shots. They don't care what the fans think when they're really making their decisions, kind of thing. So, like they're gonna like stand by their stance. We're cutting Cavill. We're gonna go with Supergirl. Who cares about a Man of Steel 2? There's no numbers in that. And yeah, I think Cavill's gonna go his own way anyway. Like the man's been successful outside of DC, regardless. Like he's made good movies. Man from U.N.C.L.E. He's been in Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, like this Netflix series with The
Witcher.
Witcher.
In that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
He mercs in that movie.
Man's got acting chops in it. So, like, if he's gonna X from Superman, for me that I don't really want it to happen, but he's gonna be successful regardless. Like, and I'm actually looking forward to his Witcher, Netflix Witcher series as well because I don't know, it's a good story, and if he's running the piece, boy, like everyone was like clapping their hands saying, "Yeah, Cavill's on it," because they know how much of a good actor he is as well. So if DC want to lose like that, then they're gonna lose like that, innit?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna go with you. Wait, Sam, what was your answer? You're saying that he's out.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done.
Yeah,
I want him to be Bond. Actually, he should be Bond as well. He's British. He's got the stance. He's got the suave.
I'm gonna fight on this Bond thing. The reason I don't want Cavill as Bond because he's too much like Daniel Craig. Do you know what I'm saying?
So?
Too brutish.
Yeah, bruv. If you have Cavill as Bond, he's gonna be doing the same kind of stuff.
I actually don't think so. You know,
no, there's no way.
From what we see in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and what we see in Mission Impossible, he could be he can do both.
I'm not saying he can't do both, but if you get Henry Cavill after watching Mission Impossible,
right,
you're gonna be like he's gonna be like the Daniel Craig one. And I feel like in 2018 as well, like that's where movies are going more so. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's more action based. That's why I feel like you got to go complete the other way and get someone like Benedict Cumberbatch, fam. Get me? And be like, if you're going suave, you're going suave all the way.
Tell him again.
Like this dude can't even throw a punch. Like this guy's gonna talk his way out of everything
in life.
Mad gadgets, yeah.
Gadgets and just
bring it all back
and deception. Gadgets and deception.
That'd be deep as well.
I would watch that movie,
bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the way I think they should go with Bond anyway.
Yeah.
But with the Henry Cavill thing, I love Man of Steel too much to say that I want this guy to leave, man. Like
I don't want him to leave either.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not gonna get Man of Steel.
Don't do it, bro.
Listen. If after think about it, yeah, if after watching this movie, yeah, think about it, these men sat in the room, yeah. And you got to think about it, I'm pretty sure they got their own cinema system, right? Their own, you know what I'm saying, little setup, right? These men sat in there with no one else and just, they probably had the live orchestra, right?
I disagree, Raven. I disagree.
Playing with them things, yeah?
I disagree.
Then they still don't give us that. They decide to go Batman v Superman. What makes you think now they're going to go, bruv, there are them things there.
You know why I disagree? Go on. Because, like you're saying, they might have watched Man of Steel and then got it released. They also watched Justice League and got that released. I rest my case.
Do you know what? Yeah,
But that's part of reaction, though.
I think Justice League is a different thing because the whole Zack Snyder getting snipped thing. Like, I think if they kept Zack Snyder on, that movie would have been way better.
Instead, well, they did.
They didn't, and that's on them, fam. What was that face?
What face?
What I thought you don't think Zack Snyder's Justice League would have been better than Joss Whedon's?
Yeah, bro.
Like, sorry, no. Sorry, I was ready to beef, man.
Fam, I didn't do anything.
Justice League. I don't want to talk about Justice League. Anyway,
this guy.
I just need in my mind. Justice League never happened. Like I'm not buying that Blu-ray. I need Henry Cavill to be the Man of Steel, and I said it on Twitter a couple of days ago. I swear, bruv. Sam put me on this boycott stuff, yeah? I swear, if Henry Cavill does not continue to be the Man of Steel, this current DCE universe, I am finished with. I will not go and watch Aquaman. Listen, I hope if Henry Cavill's out, they announce it after Aquaman because Aquaman is one of my favorite superheroes. Top 3. Listen. I'm gonna do the whole thing now.
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna do the whole thing now. Yeah,
go on.
But Man of Steel to me is such a masterpiece. Yeah, that it will make me negate watching my favorite superhero in the cinema. Because of it, fam. I will not go and watch Aquaman in the cinema. Brother.
So where would you watch it?
Bro, I won't watch it until it comes out. Like, whatever. I won't buy the Blu-ray either.
So what? You just gonna wait for my code, yeah?
Bro, whatever. Yeah, I watch.
No. That's not flying. That's not flying, bro. Bro, if you go all the way in it, go all the way. Just don't watch the thing.
The reason I'm gonna have to watch it at some point in life. But I'm not giving these man the ones, bruv. I'm not coming out of pocket and I've got an unlimited card. That's how deep it is. I'm not giving them the ones, bruv. I'm not gonna like take a seat in a movie for them. I won't go watch Aquaman. I won't go watch Wonder Woman 2. I won't go watch Shazam. And to be honest, Shazam and Wonder Woman 2 I don't give a shit about anyway. Sorry. Beat that.
Yeah.
Get me. Check the timestamp, see, that's to listen to the whole podcast.
Waste, man.
Get me. But fam, I am being 100 on this, fam. Like,
do your thing, man.
Fam, but just think about it. Like, if Henry Cavill's gone, what are we watching this universe for? There's no universe.
There isn't one. There hasn't been one anyway.
There has been. It's been bad, but there has been, fam.
What universe? Please explain to me.
Come on, man.
Please explain.
There's been a It's the universe is garbage, but it's there.
Nah, fam. I'm not legitimate that.
Worlds of DC, by the way.
Huh?
Worlds of DC.
Bro,
they never claimed DCEU.
Bro, they better claim what the fans give them, fam. Because they're not gonna have nothing soon.
Claim what the fans give them. Have you been seeing the headlines? They ain't claim nothing the fans give them. That's what they do.
Bro, these men.
They don't care about no fans. They care about numbers.
These men just need to reset the button. They need to copy and paste.
No, don't flashpoint it.
No.
Just dead it.
No.
Listen, make it. Drop a statement, and this is what will keep me plugged in. They just come out and make a statement tomorrow saying, "Look, the DCEU's done. Aquaman and Shazam are going to be the last in that current series, and they might carry on as individual movies like Aquaman 2, Aquaman 3, nothing to do with that universe. I'd be happy with that.
That's the way it should go.
Cool.
Standalones.
Cool. Carry on doing the standalones, but the whole connected stuff's done. No more Justice League 2, none of that.
No.
I'll be calm. I'll stay. I'll watch Aquaman.
Leave that.
But if they're just going to fire Henry Cavill, not give us no news, and then just keep moving how they're moving, I might see it. I would say I'd boycott all of their stuff, but Warner Brothers own a lot of franchises. They own Godzilla, fam, and I need that movie in my life.
Everything comes to the light. The reason why Henry Cavill's, if he's out, the reason's going to come out. Everything comes to the light, so watch out for that.
Not really, because
what?
Zack Snyder stuff.
That came to the light as well.
No, it didn't. Why did Zack Snyder get left?
Why
did he get snipped?
Well, they said that, it's family reasons, but that's not the real reason.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what we found out. Like, they said that's what they gave us, but then we found out that wasn't the real reason. So it's
So what was
they wanted to get rid of him because they hated his work. They hated what he was doing. They obviously he had Man of Steel, then he did Batman vs Superman.
So you're telling me these men hated Man of Steel?
No, I didn't say they hated it.
Everything that's wrong with Man of Steel was from the studio, not from Zack Snyder.
Exactly.
Zack Snyder weren't talking about Dawn of Justice at Comic-Con when he announced Batman was going to be the villain. The villain of the movie.
Martin.
He said that at Comic-Con.
Zack
Snyder, when was talking about Man of Steel 2, said the villain of Batman vs Superman would be Batman. He said that. And Zack Snyder's not one of those guys who says, Batman's going to be the villain and someone else the villain. Zack Snyder, like, in my mind, and you, bruv, have you watched Batman vs Superman?
Half of the movie is.
With the future sequence, where, do you know what I'm saying? Where Superman's the villain in Batman's dream.
Yep.
Is that not setting up a movie where Batman and Superman are going at each other till the end? Bruv, that's what I'm saying. I feel like all that doomsday stuff, what Raven says I got to turn the movie off halfway, is at that half point is when the movie turns into Dawn of Justice, what the studios wanted, because they wanted to force the Justice League hand.
There you go.
And that's all studios, bruv. I feel like just Zack Snyder, if he really made the movie he wanted to, the man would have been beefing to the end. And then it would have ended on a cliffhanger with someone else coming, and that's the next movie.
And you know what's great? If he'd have made that, we'd have never had this podcast.
Never. We wouldn't even be here, fam. We might not have even started the Cyber Nerds, fam.
Oh,
telling you.
Nah, I'm lying about that because we was already going. But guys, look. I don't know, like, you guys have to jump. Listen, I don't just want comments. Like, and this is the thing. Like, I know you guys are used to listening to like normal podcasts where people don't read the comments. We are in the comments. I want you guys get a pen and a pad. Write me some essays. Write me what you really think's going down on WB, DC. How do you feel about Henry Cavill? Do you want a black Superman? Do you want Michael B. Jordan to be Superman? What do you think? Like, just let me know everything. Like, well, let us know everything. We're going to be in the comment sections. We're going to be listening. Now, if you're listening on iTunes, rate, comment. It is so important to helping us push the team. If you're on any other platform, do what you can. Rate, comment, like, subscribe, follow the ting. Get me. Guys, this has been episode 14 of the Cyber Nerd Podcast. I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Rivnia GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah, enjoy the track now.
Peace.